Welcome back to another season of the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
In this episode, we meet two track and field standouts.
Get to know a women's basketball star.
And hit home runs with Phoenix baseball's best.
All that and more next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly. Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Tori Baptist.
And I'm Stephen Normington. Thanks for joining us on your ESPN2 local sports break.
The snow is melting and the temperatures are rising once again. Spring sports season has returned.
Speaking of which, a sure sign of spring is the crack of a baseball bat. And as always, the Elon baseball team is already in full swing.
Elon baseball captain Casey Jones is coming off of one of the best seasons in Phoenix baseball history. After hitting over 400 batting average and leading the team in home runs and RBIs, Jones won Conference Player of the Year. Jones has continued to collect accolades as he heads into his final season on the diamond.
Back when I was in high school, I was actually in high school in Greensboro, North Carolina, so Elon was really close. I knew a lot about the history of the program, how great their reputation was before I got here. They are one of the best teams in North Carolina for the most part, each and every year.
Now batting, first baseman number 7, Casey Jones.
Elon baseball captain Casey Jones is entering his senior season with the club and is coming off one of the best offensive seasons Elon baseball has ever seen. Jones has learned from his previous seasons at Elon how to be successful at the college level.
For me personally, obviously I've had a lot better success. My freshman year I was really bad, and I think that helped me coming into my sophomore and junior and even my senior years, just learning the game. I felt like personally I've learned so much more through college, through these 4 years of playing Division I baseball, whereas I thought in high school I knew a lot, but I really had no idea until I got here how much more I could learn.
I don't know here at Elon we've ever had a season like that. The manner that he did that from start to finish and how consistent he was, and his ability to have quality at bats day in and day out.
As a leader, Jones works to find ways to communicate to the younger players in ways the coaching staff cannot.
I just try to help them with little things on the field, just what to do in certain situations. I can help break down the barrier a little bit, and it's nice hearing from a player what you're doing wrong instead of a coach hounding you all the time.
In Jones's eyes, the amazing success he had last season will have no effect on his mentality and play this season.
There was never a point where you looked at Casey and said, man, he's really struggling. It just didn't happen. And it was really amazing to watch how confident he was, how comfortable he was in the box, and how he approached the game day in and day out, and he never wavered from that.
Last year was last year in my mind, and this year's a new year, and want to go out and help the team win as much as I can, doing whatever that is. If that means getting a couple extra hits here and there, or scoring a couple runs, just doing whatever I can to help the team. So I think if I go into the season with that approach, there's not as much pressure. I think a lot of people take it to the head too much and kind of put too much pressure on themselves, whereas my goal point, or my point of view, is just to do whatever I can to help the team and just kind of let the past be the past and have a good senior season.
Although it may not be in the mind of Jones, his incredible junior season did catch the eyes of USA Baseball, as he was selected to the 50-man preseason watch list for the Golden Spikes Award, given to the best amateur player in the country.
And it's just great, an amazing feeling for me to be nominated with those players for the Golden Spikes Award, to the best player in the country. Just to be nominated at that level with those guys, it's just an amazing feeling.
The CAA head baseball coaches also took notice.
That's another amazing accomplishment, because I haven't played against any of those coaches or teams, maybe a couple my freshman year, but other than that, just to get that honor without even being in the league yet was a great honor for me. I hope I can be the postseason player of the year, because that means more than the preseason. So I'm just hoping to have a great year and help our team win and win a CAA championship. And I think if that happens, everything will fall into place and things will work out for us.
Be sure to support the Phoenix baseball team as they welcome their first CAA opponents to Latham Park later this week.
Fish, frosh, infidels, oh, those freshmen. Typically, freshmen take a while to adjust to college life, but these two track and field stars hit Elon's campus running.
Teams are made up of leaders of all different types, and this winter, 2 freshmen have stepped up for the women's track and field team. Thrower Brianna Hames and pentathlon athlete Emily Dixon have already put their names in the record books, throwing the second longest shot put and running the second fastest 16-meter hurdle time in the school's history, respectively.
I focus primarily on the pentathlon, so doing so well in the first competition of the season, the first pentathlon competition, was definitely quite surprising that I placed so well.
And it was really, really exciting. I kind of went in with the mentality of just be calm, do what you know, don't overthink it.
Yeah, it felt really good to be able to compete so well and achieve such good things.
A lot of times when athletes always overthink, oh, you need to put this here, and sometimes you just can't do that. You just need to go in and do what you know and give it your best.
It takes time to develop the ability to perform at a high level, and for these two, they came in with the experience to take them to new heights.
So in high school, I threw discus and shot put mostly. Here I've transitioned to almost all 5 events, mostly 4, trying everything out.
Training is definitely very different. I'm used to kind of going straight from school all day, going straight to the track and training throughout the evening, then going home, not having a lot of time.
I competed in Junior Olympic Nationals and New Balance Nationals and took first in New Balance Nationals and 4th in Junior Olympic Nationals. So I was able to be in settings with very high caliber athletes for a very long time. So it's prepared me a lot for college athletics.
The training here is a lot more compact, so I get it done much quicker, which is nice.
When you start high, it's natural for expectations to rise with you. Don't worry about these two, however. They've already set their own goals and expectations at the highest level, including Brianna, who's training for the 2016 Olympics.
I'm hoping that maybe next year after that, it would be really good to be able to go to NCAA Nationals and experience the big time competition.
Right now I'm actually in the process of training for discus for 2016 trials with Coach Pop, trying to get to NCAA this year and working towards Worlds this summer and then World Juniors and then the progression to make it to 2016 trials next year.
At the moment I'm looking towards the Eastern Conference champs and to maybe do as well as I can in our CAA championships.
If I don't make it to Rio, then we're going to Tokyo.
And really now I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, I can stay fit and healthy and all my training will pay off. It's really great to have such good athletes around you and such good coaches that can actually make that possible, and yeah, it's all exciting and a lot to look forward to in the future.
Keep an eye on Emily and Brianna as they try to continue their success in the outdoor track season.
And that brings us to today's history, featuring the sound and spirit of the football and basketball sidelines, Elon's marching band.
This week, in Elon sports history, we take a look back at the origin of Elon's marching band, the Fire the Carolinas. The Fire the Carolinas began in 1938 as a 22-member band organized by student Landon Walker that performed during the halftime of football games. Led by numerous directors, notably Jacko White, the band became an Elon staple. Unfortunately, this incarnation of the marching band folded in 1982 due to lack of interest. But, like a phoenix, the band rose from the ashes and was resurrected in 2001. Currently directed by Adam Kell and comprised of students from over 30 different majors, the Fire the Carolinas have never been better and are a mainstay for autumn Saturdays at Rose Stadium. And that's this week's look into Elon sports history.
The Fire of the Carolinas can also be found in alumni gyms supporting the Elon basketball teams and their home conquests.
Coming up later in the show, we'll take an inside look at the day in the life of Phoenix cross country's biggest star.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student-athletes have gained recognition for their achievements, both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success, helps sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics, while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break.
The women's basketball season is coming to a close, but they haven't stopped impressing us just yet. Elon women's basketball player Sam Cooper has made a name for herself both on and off the court.
My name is Samantha Cooper. I'm a senior and I play guard forward.
Just this February, Cooper was awarded for her hard work.
Getting CAA Player of the Week a few weeks ago was really big for me. It was big for my confidence. I felt like I'd been in a little bit of a slump earlier this season, and then I kind of broke out and had a couple good games and then received that award, so it really helped my confidence, and I think it's good going into the rest of the season. You know, any awards and honors I get, you know, obviously it feels great, but I know I'm surrounded by a great support system and I couldn't do anything by myself.
She has improved so much during her career at Elon, but she makes sure to give credit to her team and coaches.
Right, our team and our coaches, I feel like we all have really good relationships and we like each other on and off the court, which is sometimes rare, and I think that definitely helps us to win games because we want to play for each other, we want to win for each other, And I think everyone on our team is very unselfish, which is a great key to success because no one is worried about their own personal stats. Everyone just wants to win the game. And one thing we say every single day is we put self in the back and let team have the wheel. And I think we truly live by that, and it's great to be a part of that. I think each year I've just really focused on getting better. You know, my freshman year I came in, I was definitely a role player. Sophomore year, still a role player. And then I think junior and senior year, I've tried to become more of a leader. So this year, for me, I think I have more confidence, and I'm playing with more confidence than I ever have before. And also, I'm surrounded by very, very talented players this year on our team. So I think it's great, the success that we've had.
Even after working hard on the court, she makes time for her studies off the court as well. With a 3.89 GPA in biochemistry, it is clear that she constantly gives her all. With this hard work has brought her a nomination for academic All-American status.
I definitely want basketball to remain a part of my life after Elon. I don't think I necessarily want to coach in college, but I'd love to coach young girls, either rec league or middle school or high school, something like that, just to stay around it because I love the sport. And also I hope to, play a little bit myself, not anything professional. I don't have those type of goals, but just to stay in shape and enjoy the game and play for fun like I did, growing up all my life. So far, overall, I think we've done well in the CAA. It's been kind of a roller coaster, but every season is. I think our team, at the beginning of the season, we talked about how much potential we had and how we wanted to turn that into reality. So I just hope that we finish strong and make the most of it.
Cooper is one of the many impressive basketball players we have here at Elon, and we look forward to seeing the talent the underclassmen will bring to fill her shoes after she graduates in May.
When fans envision preparation for a basketball game, they picture layup lines, coaches diagramming plays, and the hustle and bustle of the arena. But in reality, there is so much more to it than that. Meet the crew who arrives in Alumni Gymnasium long before opening tip and leaves hours after the stands are empty.
We're definitely a team behind the team going on itself.
The Elon men's basketball managers all took the job for different reasons, but with the similar understanding that they weren't the spotlight.
Nothing is about you, and I think that's stressed a lot, that absolutely nothing about this is about you. You're just here to make it easier for everyone else.
Well, our role is to do whatever needs to be done to keep the players and the coaches focused on the game. You can't have an ego, and you're not coming out here and playing basketball every day.
Between practice time and games, being a manager is a major time commitment. But all of that on top of travel for road trips, and you've got one busy schedule.
I didn't really see the time commitment as big as it was when I was first coming in, but it's at least probably 2 or 3 hours every day in the gym or in the locker room doing something.
I think managing in basketball in general teaches you very quickly that if you don't focus on each play, each day, each minute, you start to slip the details, and this job is all about the details. And if one detail slips, then it becomes kind of over for you.
It's a lot of weird hours, and just a lot of hours in general. Kind of feels like a fifth class most of the time. There have been nights where I start laundry at like 2 a.m. after we get back from a road trip. So a lot of sleepless nights.
Though the managers aren't the ones taking the floor on game day, they are held to equally high standards as any player.
We expect excellence out of them, and we're getting it. Our managers do a tremendous job. I'm amazed at the little details that they take care of on a day-to-day basis.
All that time spent with the team has led to a number of memories and a unique relationship between the managers and the players.
The team, the coaches, the managers, they're why I come back every single year.
I think all the guys would probably agree with me. They treat you like they're equal, basically. They don't treat you like you're lesser than they are. You rebound for them, have a nice conversation with them while you're talking to them.
Probably my relationship with the guys, kind of being silly on the bench during games, that's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on the bench, probably too much fun. It's a good thing coach has his back to us.
And once a year, the roles are flipped. The managers have a game of their own against another school's managers, and the players are the ones watching on.
We've only had one game each year for the last 2 years, so last year we played Duke, the year before that we played Duke. So it is a lot of fun. The players come out and watch us, so it's nice to kind of reverse roles and have them watching us instead of us watching them and taking care of them. Kind of our time to shine.
Whatever path each manager takes after they cross the stage at graduation, Elon men's basketball will be a part of it.
Those relationships last beyond college, just like a fraternity would or any other organization you may be a part of in college.
I will make it back for every single game that I can, but Atlanta's a little bit of a hike, so it's going to be a little tough at times.
Our managers are every bit a part of this team as anybody on our roster or on our coaching staff. And when we leave this university, we leave as a family. When we travel back to this university, it's all a family. When we're in practice, it's a family. And there's highs and lows in any family. And they ride that roller coaster with us.
So much incredible work goes on behind the scenes to make Phoenix basketball a successful team.
Elon Athletics and the Phoenix Club Advisory Board recently hosted the 8th annual Night of the Phoenix event. The event raised over $160,000 for student athletes. Attendees enjoyed dinner, a silent auction, speeches from Director of Athletics Dave Blank and women's basketball senior Zora Stevenson, and even an appearance from Dr. Danley.
And thanks so much for being here and doing this.
I can honestly say that I've lived a maroon life, and Elon will always be my home. Long live Elon. Thank you.
375, thank you, $500.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.
The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students of the School of Communications, in association with the dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics.
We've heard about how fast they can run, we've heard about their awards, rankings, and what it takes to stay on top. But this week, Elon Phoenix Weekly takes a deeper look at the everyday lives of two cross-country runners. Let's take a run in their shoes, starting with All-American Luis Vargas.
Luis hits the weights bright and early at 8 a.m. with his team at least 3 times a week. Although the team is split between men and women's cross country, they are united when it comes to training. Cross country is a strong blended team, and later on in the afternoon, they will come together again for a group run.
Today the high is going to be 75, tomorrow the low is going to be 19. So that's a huge change, and that's a really, really good way to get sick, is not being dressed appropriately for it. So again, I don't say those things just to say them, take your iron, get sleep, do all those things right, because if you think it doesn't affect your running, then crazy, it absolutely does. So make sure you're staying on top of those things.
Alright, so normally after weights at 8 a.m. this morning, usually all the guys get together and get some breakfast, and then it's around 10 a.m. right now. I'm heading to my class. It's a leadership class. Normally there's pretty much it's all athletes right now. It's offered to a lot of students, but normally only athletes take it just because it builds good character for captains and good leaders, leadership skills and stuff like that. So it's a fun, laid-back class just to take as a nice side class to take to get a break from all the other harder classes that your major may consist of. So it's actually right here. Alright, so now we're just going to talk to Tim, who's the cross-country academic advisor. So honestly, without them, they provide so much work for us. They make sure you come in freshman year knowing exactly what you need to do as far as classes to take for your major. They help you decide a major, which was a huge effort for me.
How is income tax?
Income tax is really well. So far we've only had one quiz, which I do have to point out I beat Reed, so I'm very happy about that.
Oh, that's good. I do like that. What have you found out about your leadership?
That I'm not the best leader.
Why?
I can be. Okay, I can
good.
be a great leader. I just, right now we just pointed out our strengths, but there's weaknesses I have to work on. Just being a more outgoing and outspoken person. But I do have strengths, as in, I'm a good leader as far as doing the right things, setting a good example, helping my team push each other and everything like that. Alright, so just came back from talking to Tim and just getting some lunch with the guys now before practice. We got about 2 hours, two and a half hours before practice, so just gotta make sure we're all fueled up for that. So this is some of the guys right here. How you doing?
A healthy lifestyle and training regimen is essential for Luisa's success. And he would be nowhere without the support of his team, friends, and family.
We'll take a look at the day of the life of cross-country runner Carolyn Hopkins next week. And after seeing Louise, I'm pretty excited to see what happens in her daily schedule in life. Those cross-country runners, man.
If you missed anything or want to watch it again, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly.
You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable to watch us on demand.
Also, be sure to visit elonphoenix.com to learn more about upcoming games and exciting successes for Elon Athletics. And be sure to tune in next week when we ask a panel of spring sports captains what it means to be a leader.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you continue to have a spectacular weekend.
For the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Tori Baptist.
And I'm Stephen Normington. Live the maroon life.